Thank you, Chair. So we are still at page 6. Am I understanding you correctly then, that...
Chair, I feel uncomfortable. I don't know why. Because some things I knew, and it's like it's opening a wound and politics of the family. And to discuss this public like this, I don't feel comfortable. May I, if you want something in writing, I will submit in writing. See, I don't want to find myself creating politics out of this. And now I've discovered something out of this again. You see, it has disturbed me. You see, but I feel may I say this? I feel uncomfortable to discuss such matters in public. But if you want an affidavit confirming, relating the stories, and there are some documents who can still support this. The one that I'm talking about, the court and everything. My granny package these things and keep them safe somewhere. You see, but I feel uncomfortable to discuss such things.
Just a minute, Mr.
I shall.
Ms. Sillo, Commissioner Mkhwanazi, I think, is in the dark as to why this is being done. Can you perhaps explain why this is being done? Also, we got these documents now.
Yes.
So I assume that he too got them now.
He gets them now.
So that adds to what I think is a surprise.
Okay, I'm happy to address that very briefly, Chair.
In his mind.
Yes.
And then I'll invite him to respond to your explanation.
Indeed, Chair. And before I get to the why, perhaps let me address the issue of why the documents are only available to him now. Items 1 and 2, being the death certificate of Mrs. Petunia Mkhwanazi, are documents he provided to us. So the item, I think, 2 and 3, item 1 is the cover page of the email when he provided them to the Commission's attorneys. The only new item is item 4. That's what we provide. And if the Chair were to go to page 5 of that page, it is signed by the Director General and is dated 13th April 2026, and that is yesterday. So this document and its annexures only became available to us yesterday afternoon. So we're all like new to these documents. So that was just to place in perspective the status of the document. That, if I may confer, Mr. Mkhwanazi was due to appear in January, and we appeared before the commissioners wherein he sought a postponement because of a medical procedure to be done to his eyes. We went past that point and he was granted his postponement to a specific date. I'm trying to recall now. Ms. Power will assist me. On the eve of that date, which was a Monday, on Friday, when we had invited Mr. Mkhwanazi for a consultation in preparation for his appearance, he informed us that he was in this state, that he does not think he'll be able to appear on Monday because his mother had passed away. And engagements were had, and to that extent, he then provided the death certificate and the copy of the ID. And together with the funeral program, for a funeral that was scheduled for the following day. It is on that basis, at 2 o'clock immediately after lunch, I appeared before the commission to explain the situation because Mr. Mkhwanazi has lost a parent, and to therefore engage the commissioners about the feasibility of him appearing on Monday under the circumstances. Mr. Mkhwanazi, during consultation, was at pains to convince us the person who had passed away was his mother, his birth mother. It was not a cousin, it was not a relative, it was not a stepmother. When I made my application for a postponement, I indicated that it was a close member of the family, and therefore understand why he could potentially require this extension. His attorney seemingly was also of the opinion, of the view that this was his mother, because when he addressed the commissioners, he indicated this was his mother. After the postponement was granted, and a few days later, in the normal course of collation of documents, these documents were then prepared for filing, and that's when we realized that this person happens to be 10 years older than Mr. Mkhwanazi, and that raised the issue about whether or not Mr. Mkhwanazi lied to the commission, misled this commission, in an attempt to avoid appearing before the commission. And we concluded that he potentially may have done so, but we needed to make our own investigations. If one has regard to the term mother, it could refer to almost anybody. It is upon receipt of the documents from the Home Affairs that we concluded that he knew that the lady who had passed away is not his mother. He misrepresented that fact to the commission, and he obtained his extension. It was compounded by the fact that then Home Affairs gives us his birth certificate, which actually shows who his parents are. And he continues in that vein, because today, sitting here, he says the very people identified in his birth certificate as his parents are actually his grandparents. So, mine is to put to Mr. Mkhwanazi that he lied to the commission to avoid appearing before the commission. And this is the basis on which I say I draw that conclusion. That is why we are having this exercise. So I hope that provides the appropriate context, Chair.
Thank you, Ms. Olo. Do you wish to respond to that, yes. Commissioner Mkhwanazi?
Thank you, Chair. I'm still saying that she raised me, she's my mother. Yes, I was not born out of or from her, but she raised me since I was young. She took over from my grandmother who raised me. I see this birth certificate for the first time in my life. You see, that's why I had to have the grandmother to accompany me to get an ID, you see. And I'm requesting this commission to go to court with my ID and check how did my grandmother, who's the mother of my father, happen to raise us. Because the story that she told me when she was alive, I think it relates to, she was honest, it relates to this birth certificate, because she took over from that mother that I don't know, not my biological mother. There was another mother in between, that's why she went to court. It's the story that I don't know, but she related that story to us, you see. Then I'm appealing to this commission to go to, because you know these things. It's a court that granted her a parent thing for us. You see, and you'll be able to get it. You see, and ngesintu, umama ungikhulisile umama kimi, I can't say because she has passed on. Now and start labeling her that she's not my mother, she's the mother of the other mother, you see. And as I've said, one of the reasons that I've said I feel uncomfortable, I saw something now at the back, where the letter from the
Director General?
Director, yes. No, not the letter. There's something that she's saying that is now 4 or 5. Me and my brother were not mentioned anyway. That's why it's opening another wound now to a family and to us.
May I assure you I won't get there?
Sorry?
I would like to assure you I won't get to the issues that concern you.
We have already touched on them.
Let me just finish, if I may. I just have 2 points to make on these documents and we close the file.
But we have already touched it. That's why I've said it's shocking when I'm seeing documents for the first time. I'm seeing other documents for the first time. And I'm 50 years old now. It is an embarrassment for a man who is at this age to find out about some of the things that I didn't have.
And if I may, what I intend to touch upon with you.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Thank you.
Yes, Mr.
Thank you, Chair. What I intend to touch upon with you, in part, arises from your response today, and just to look at the documents as provided by Home Affairs, and I'll invite you to comment, and I will not go any deeper into these issues to the extent that perhaps they may upset you emotionally. But this morning you indicated that Mrs. Petunia Mkhwanazi was your stepmother because she was married to your father after your mother passed away.
In fact, she raised.
And then raised you consequently. And that's why she's always considered you one of her children.
Yes.
Correct. Let's go to page 4, and my confusion arises because at item 1, your father is listed as Mr. William Mkhwanazi, who you now say is your grandfather. That is the same person that appears on your birth certificate. I accept that you have never seen your birth certificate, but this is the birth certificate as provided by Home Affairs. At paragraph 2 of that same letter, Mrs. Petunia Mkhwanazi is said to have been married to Mr. Hoho Titus Mkhwanazi. That is not your father, is it?
No, that's my father. That's my biological father.
Okay, Mr.
Babami, ongizalile.
Okay.
Ngesintu ngiyisa ngeke ngilibize igama liphelele lakhe.
So, Home Affairs has it wrong. The Commission must accept that Home Affairs has it wrong.
I've explained it that I'm kindly requesting you to go to the court and check for me, and I don't want to put my brother, and check how did my grandmother win it, but I know that it was in the court of law.
Okay, no.
It's within your space. You can get that within a day or two.
My question really to you now is, these birth certificates and documents provided by Home Affairs are factually incorrect. And I can live with that if that is what you suggest. So these documents are wrong.
Factually, as I've said to you, that I'm requesting this commission through you, Chair, to verify. You're going to prove that I'm talking the truth. These are my grannies, they raised me. And sikhulisa abogogo spanning nabo baba and nabo mkhulu, they take responsibility of us. I'm one of them. You see, when I couldn't defend, when I couldn't do anything, as young as 1 year, 2 years maybe, you see, they took ownership of me. That's why I'm still alive today.
I take your point.
They are my grandparents, and I'm not ashamed to say so. Not to say I'm disowning them.
No,
and when they raised me and my brother, they raised me as their own kid. And I'm happy about that.
I hear you. My comment to you is, I'm going to make a few, and I'm going to make a few statements to you, and I'm going to invite your comment. You know that the documents from Home Affairs are genuine and they are correct. What is your comment to that?
I've said to you, it's for the first time, that's why I've said to you, you are opening a can of worms. Page 4. You said you're not going to go, but you went in, you see.
No, it was just for the names.
But may I respond, yes?
Yes, sir.
Page 4, paragraph 2. According to the departmental records, the birth surname Ndlovu, you see, when you continue from that side, you see, it says she's not our parent. There's another page again that goes through deep. That mention is from Home Affairs too. You see, I don't know how to put it. It's the last page, commissioners. I saw it now. Page 11. When you were outside, I happened to peruse very fast all these pages to check and wanted to confirm what you are saying. And it's true. All those documents that are coming from Home Affairs, they don't put me and my brother anywhere from my father, or when my father passed on, from what my mother or my stepmother registered at Springs, I think it's Springs, Magistrate. That's why I've said it makes me to feel uncomfortable now because it raises some politics now, some challenges. But it's so unfortunate that both parents are no longer there. You can't question.
Yes, please.
Check something, sorry. Commissioner, I think what we the significance, as Ms. Silo has explained, is of this uncomfortable discussion to you is to establish whether you've been truthful with the commission. So see it in that way. And the truthfulness is important because if it is established that you were not truthful the last time when you gave a reason for not appearing, then you would be in contempt of the commission, which has consequences, criminal consequences. So understand that, uncomfortable as it may be, it's a necessary discussion. It's not meant to embarrass you or in any way to cause you any discomfort, but it is a matter that is very important to the commission, that witnesses that appear before the commission are truthful and honest, because there are legal implications for it. So understand even my question in that context. You've referred, can I just understand what you're saying? There are two names at page 4. In paragraph 1, there's a Mr. William, page 4, it's that letter from Home Affairs. In paragraph 1, there's a reference to Mr. William Mkhwanazi, you see that? And then in paragraph 2, there's a reference to Titus
Yes.
Mkhwanazi. What do you say is the relationship between William Mkhwanazi and Titus Mkhwanazi?
William, he's my grandfather.
William is your grandfather?
He's the father of my father.
Okay, so
Yes.
so Titus is the son of
Yes,
William?
he's the second-born child of
Okay.
William Mkhwanazi.
Okay. Now, that same paragraph 2, and I'll go back to your page 11. The same paragraph 2 tells us about a son born to Titus and Petunia. You see where it is? It has a name there, Siabonga. You see that?
Yes.
Okay. Now, if you go to page 11 that you were referring to, this is a hospital record, it looks like.
Page 11.
Yeah, the one that you were referring to.
I thought it's Home Affairs. I can't see at the top.
You may be right. The reason I thought it's a hospital record is because it has a name of a hospital there. It says St. Mary's.
Oh, yes, Hospital St. Mary's. You're correct, I see it.
Yeah, but I can't quite tell from the dates which year it was. But I was just going to point out that you say there were 7 children.
Yes, we are 7.
Raised by Petunia.
Rufina and Petunia, yes. Rufina and Titus, yes.
the 7 children.
Yes.
That includes you and your brother.
Yes, my brother is the firstborn, secondborn. There's another sister. I'm discussing family issues now. Who came with my marriage, but she's my sister.
Okay.
Who came with Mom Petunia. Then,
And how many children did Petunia have, Mom Petunia have?
including my
No,
brothers and
forget,
sisters.
there's you, your brother, and your sister
Yes.
from your mother.
Yes.
Okay.
And another 4. It's 3 sisters and 1.
And the
son.
the four that you're referring to,
Yes.
the 3 sisters and another brother, those are Petunia's, Mom Petunia's birth children, biological children.
Mom Petuna and Babu Mkhwanazi.
And Babu
both of them.
Mkhwanazi,
Yes,
I understand
you're
that.
correct, you're correct.
You see, the confusion then for me is the page 11 that you referred to also refers to only 1 child. At page 11, it doesn't, even if we say, we accept what you're saying, that there were 7 children and somehow only 1 is mentioned, I accept that. But page 11 refers only to 1 child who is the very same child referred to in the Home Affairs letter of yesterday. So it seems Home Affairs does not seem, it looks like, and I may be wrong in how I'm reading the letter from Home Affairs, it records only 1 child born to Petunia Mkhwanazi and Titus Mkhwanazi. That's at page 4, Home Affairs, as at yesterday. I think the letter is yesterday. And then page 11 also refers to only 1 child. So the other 4 biological children, or the other 3 biological children, don't seem to be accounted for.
You are correct, Commissioner. Even if when you look page 9, there's only 1 birth certificate
Yes.
for Siabonga,
Yes.
not for my other sisters.
Yes.
Yes, you are correct, Commissioner. I agree with you.
Commissioner, if I may, perhaps, and we only got this yesterday, so I think we are all trying to digest it. Perhaps if we have regard to page 4, item 2 of, that is the, Home Affairs letter, the last sentence of paragraph 2 reads, having indicated that Miss Petunia Mkhwanazi was married to Mr. Khokho Titus Mkhwanazi, that paragraph says this was established through the birth record of 1 of their children and gives the name with the identity number, then gives as the marriage records could not be located. So the document that is attached at page 11 by Home Affairs is in respect of this specific child. It doesn't suggest that it's firstly the only child or that it was intended to also cover the other children. That is the first point. And the second is when one looks at page 11, as I said, it's in respect of that named child, born in 1994, and it's the immunization health issues concerning a newborn. And the